And in Arizona, a dome home with a one-of-a-kind color scheme. I'm Didier Snyder, designer and carpenter. Join me for this look at Amazing Vacation Homes at the base of Arizona's Mogollon Rim. Sedona is a town that hosts 4 million tourists a year and is known as a spiritual center for Native Americans. I was excited to find tons of arts and crafts made on the nearby Navajo reservation.
This all turquoise and sterling silver.
It was in this setting that the family created their amazing vacation home.
True and amazing.
This is a 5,600 square foot, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 10-dome compound on a 3.6 acre lot, located in Sedona, Arizona. Let's check out the house and meet the Cherries. Hey guys!
Hey!
Hi! How are you all? Good, I'm Didier.
I'm Bracken.
Pleasure to meet you, Bracken.
Nina Joy.
Pleasure to meet you. Star.
I am now.
Now?
And I am.
I am, wow. The challenge for the house was how to create an unusual and unconventional structure for the Cherries' unconventional lifestyle. The answer was found in a series of interconnected domes. It seems like a pretty magical place.
Well, what happens in living in a dome is your consciousness and your energy expands. In a normal square house, you have energy like heat that gets trapped in a corner or cold that gets trapped in a corner in the wintertime. The same type of energy in a dome never gets trapped. So your consciousness...
It's constantly moving, huh?
Yes, it's constantly moving. So your consciousness expands because you're not living in a box.
I had a dream once to have an environment inside my home be just like an environment in nature. And so it feels natural, even though the walls are concrete, it doesn't feel like they are.
The house was built in 1993. The Cherries bought the home in 1998.
True and amazing.
Ray Gunthart is an expert in these types of structures, known as monolithic domes. He is working with the Cherries to redesign the living space of Xanadu by adding windows and decks.
I wanted to remodel to really give it the zing, because a house should be more than just a three-dimensional enclosure for yourself and all the goods you have.
Well, this structure is very unique because it's comprised of these 10 different domes. Tell me a little bit about dome structure.
Basically, you have an airform that you inflate. Then you spray the interior polyurethane foam as an insulation. You let that cure, and then you add the rebar, similar to a swimming pool. So we have this whole rib cage and vertical and horizontal rebars in them. And then you spray shotcrete.
Shotcrete is a fine-grade concrete that is used to finish the interior surfaces of the dome. Are these some of the anchors of where the balloon is attached?
That's correct. That's how you secure them, because you have to have a reasonably airtight seal so you can actually blow them up.
And over here, I'm noticing some rippling actually in the skin of this little dome here. Tell me what's happened here.
Well, the airform is made out of several segments. You see, from right here to right here.
The resulting structures are so solid, they can withstand winds up to 800 miles per hour, can be up to 500 feet in diameter, and yes, they can be painted any color. Most of the houses that I noticed along the way almost blend in to the scenery. But when I look at your house, you've colored it colors of the rainbow. It stands out. Why did you decide to do that?
We said, we've got to expose these to the world, because when the public realizes they can build a home that's practically indestructible for the same money as conventional construction, especially the people who have had their homes blown away and that have the potential of having them blown away again, we said, we've got to get the world's attention. Well, how are we going to do that? We can call it a rainbow dome home. We can call it an Easter egg home. We can call it an M&M home. We can call it a Skittles home. It doesn't matter, because we want to present the story to the masses that they can have something that the big bad wolf can't blow away under any circumstances. The only thing they've got to get over is it isn't square.
Coming up, a round bed in a round home.
True and amazing.
They wanted an unconventional vacation home for their unconventional lifestyle. They found it in Sedona, Arizona with Xanadu. Inside Xanadu, each dome is a separate room. The first dome you enter is the tallest at 30 feet high.
Well, this is a great space to, I can always also hear the acoustics right here.
Every dome has a vortex, we call it. And it's where you stand and you have surround sound.
I noticed everything does have a curvature to it.
Right.
So you have this counter, it curves around, and it curves around into the kitchen here.
This is the breakfast nook. And we watch the little rabbits going across there every morning.
This is great.
The kitchen really flows. It's really easy to cook and clean.
I love this island here. Again, it's kind of having the same kind of effect
Right.
with the dome.
There's not any sharp angles. They're all very, very soft. This is the dome school. We homeschool the children because we travel a lot. And I just love this glass block. The kids actually walk on it sometimes for their balance class.
Well, that's
teach-
great. They use the structure.
I teach yoga, so we use every part of the domes to do yoga.
It was like this house was meant for you guys, because Brecken was telling me that these individual domes were actually already here.
Right.
So it worked out perfectly
It did.
that each girl has
Their own little cubicle.
Absolutely.
As you may expect, the master bedroom is as out of the ordinary as the Cherries themselves.
This is the famous, you might want to come over all the way over here because you'll understand why it's up. It's a champagne bed.
Can we get up there?
And you can, yes.
Oh, this
I
must
wear-
be amazing at nighttime just to lay here and look up. Do you see a lot of stars?
Yes, most every night, and see almost the same configuration of stars. This is a magnificent glass block bathroom.
What's in here?
This is the toilette.
Oh my gosh, it's like going to the toilet in style. This is great. Wow, this is a pretty unique place. Pretty unique place. And of course you're going to have the jet
Yes.
jacuzzi
A
overlooking
very
this
wonderful place.
wonderful waterfall that you have out here.
Get a nice view of the courtyard from here.
So all the domes are kind of in a circular motion too.
Yes.
Going back to the feng shui element of
Right.
motion
Exactly.
with the element of water in the center.
Right.
So, the Cherries wanted a special vacation home that was as unconventional as the lives they lead. They found the solution with a home they call Xanadu.
Why did you name this place Xanadu?
Heavenly place is what Xanadu means, and it really is a heavenly place.
People come up, we call them dome seekers. They come up and they say, oh, could we see your home? And we walk them through the door, and they walk into the expansiveness of the dome, and their jaws drop. Well, let's just say we were very, very blessed, and we still are.
It's built for you,
This
huh?
place was built for us.